Story, Paul and Laurie tell you what's been going on, how to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens, tell you about pissy floors, popping spots and one bombs, getting told off for shagging your mum, combining a scouser and a girl from Birmingham. You can tune in, hear what they have to say. It might be smoking weed, might be some weird role play. You can catch a new upload every Monday, so prepare to laugh till you cry and your belly aches. Yeah, you wanna know what's a story? Paul and Laurie. Paul and Laurie.
Hello! I don't know why I did that noise. Why are you laughing? I had to get off a lot of tension. I felt tense. It's just going. I feel weird because I'm tired and it's 1 a.m.
She was about to go hello and she just went, ah!
You know how you shout on stage,
No,
behind stage?
I understand it.
You go, ah! That's my version.
Hi everyone, welcome to What's the Story, Paul and Laurie. Another late night one. It is Saturday night,
Sorry.
aka Sunday morning.
I just keep looking at myself. I just look so surprised.
Laurie's Botox still hasn't worn off.
And then I've gone and fucking made it worse and I've had fucking threads in my cheeks.
That fucking PDO threads.
Although, I do love them, to be honest. But this here, if anyone can see, that's not a spot. That's where the
That's where they've stuck a fucking
thread in.
So they fucking stitched it up like a Tim Burton doll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she come in like this.
Just big fucking, like little bolts.
And I called her Giori Callow.
And he's been laughing about it
Oh,
since.
I was so happy with myself. Sometimes you got to take the little things in life, haven't you?
Yeah.
Take the joy.
Thanks.
Here you go, dear. Wine, dear.
Wine, dear.
So I hope you're all well. Hope you're all good. Let's make sure this makes...
Louise Woods. Hello, Louise. She's catching her first live.
Ah, hello, Louise. Hope you're well.
Show. It's a bit of a late one, this one, isn't it?
I think this is probably... Oh, it needs to move down.
Is this the latest one we've done?
It's probably the latest one we've done. Cheers.
Cheers. What have we got in? Can't. Oh, I get delirious when I'm tired. I haven't even had a drink.
We've got Trevento. It's a bit of a go-to, man. That.
Oh yeah.
It's a decent wine that you can get from a petrol station at 12:30, which is what's just happened.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, all
on.
the fucking... I mean, it's Saturday, so it would have been the case anyway. But for some reason, and I don't know if this is the same by yous, but all the fucking 24-hour supermarkets aren't 24 hours anymore. And it's really pissed me off because I don't think they're fully considering me.
I feel
my
like
lifestyle.
I feel like everyone thinks that COVID comes out at night like vampires.
But I don't even know if it's COVID because it can't be COVID
It's
now.
since COVID.
Yeah, I know it's since COVID, but they haven't gone back.
Because
and
they're
I
just
don't know
fucking
why.
lazy cunts. That's why.
But I used to love doing my shopping. I do my shopping in the middle of the
No,
night.
but they're all lazy cunts. It's
Best time.
just use
Just
COVID as an
supermarket itself.
excuse. That's what they do. Use everything's an excuse. Someone dies, COVID. Do you know what I mean? It's not so bad. I feel really like scatty.
Just want some weird.
You know what it is? It's because I fucking travel around with you on your tour, so I feel
travel
like
around
I
with you on
feel
tours and
I
I do
feel
the
like
shows.
I've done shows.
Yeah, but I have to do the shows as well.
No, but I feel it, so I feel like I've done the show as well. Like I take it all on in my chest. I have to go meow when I start a fucking podcast.
We've had some good shows tonight. Oh, twice tonight though. I've had some disarming front rows in
Look at
tonight.
that.
I'm looking at you.
Oh.
Don't look at me.
No, because you keep looking at that one.
Don't keep looking at you.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had some quite disarming front rows in tonight.
What
in
do
the
you mean
three
by
shows.
disarming?
But I mean that, like, the first show, there was a guy. Both times, it's been really odd couples.
Odd.
Like, big age gaps.
Yeah.
And like the first show, the guy was like, he was really happy to be there, but he was really awkward.
Yeah.
And both times I've been like, I can't take the piss out of you too much here because I don't know
He'll
if you're
cry.
all right.
He'll cry.
I don't know if he's all right though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? And the second time was the other way around. And it's just really, when someone's too odd and everyone's, some people are so odd, everyone's aware of them. And if you take the piss too much, it's very easy to cross the line from having a laugh with everyone to like
Bullying.
And I just don't like to tread that line.
No.
I don't want anyone to have a bad night.
Who wants to be? No one wants to be a bully, do they? Unless you are a bully.
Unless you're a bully. And then you're a little pussy puss.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's been lovely. It's been a dead nice night.
Yeah.
Got to meet Matt Richardson, didn't you?
I did.
Matt was on.
Yeah, because he came in and I was like, I recognised his voice and I recognised his face. And I said to Paul after, I was like, has he been on telly? And he was like, yeah. I recognised him. Very lovely guy.
He was he is.
Like he's got the kind of voice, right, that you'd love him to read you like a bedtime story, like a kiddie story. Like he's got that kind of voice.
Yeah. Not
Like
a
a
bedtime one.
No, like a story voice.
I'd want like a story time one.
Like an adventure one.
In the afternoon, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like he'd be great at going into schools and reading the kids' stories.
Yeah, he would, yeah. But I don't think he's got a sleepy voice.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean a story voice.
Yeah. Yes.
Who else did I meet?
You met Danny O'Brien.
Danny O'Brien.
Irish comedian extraordinaire.
At Dob Comedy.
Yeah. And
Remember
foodie.
that?
His food. You'd enjoy his food stuff.
Really?
He's really into his food, yeah.
Does he cook it?
Good cook.
Oh, I like someone who can cook. That's why I'm with you.
I felt like you were like replacing with it.
No.
I like someone.
No. Never replace you. Never ever. Hello, Maloko again.
Maloko asked if it hurt, Laurie. Did you PDO threads hurt?
It didn't hurt. It was just like weird.
I've seen the thing.
It looks awful.
Like, oh, it looks grim.
Yeah.
Looks
Like that's not going to stay. Like I'm not going to have a permanent bolt. Like it's just a bit swollen.
It looks like someone's shagging your cheek in a really like.
No, that's fillers. That
uncaring
is.
way.
No, that's fillers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when they put the thing down and they go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fillers. That. Thread. They just put a thread in, then they just pull it like that.
String you back your head up.
No, it's very subtle. Very, very subtle.
I don't think anyone can see that I've had any work done.
I know. I bet. I'm just waiting for people to try and give me shit about it, but I'm not asked. Like, if I was that asked, I wouldn't talk about it, would I?
No.
The Botox I did go too far with, but that wasn't my fault. I didn't ask for it. It's the eyes. That's what I can't.
They're coming back
I don't-
now.
No, they're not though.
Yeah,
They're not.
yeah. No, you're getting the bottom bit back. Like
No,
la-
the
it was
bottom never
It was
went.
from like there last time. It was when a bit you were like.
From the eyebrows down, dead. I kept having everyone send me that clip from Go With It or whatever the fucking film's called of that guy. Laurie, watch your podcast with Billy Moore today. Loved it. Related to your single mom stories and having a massive CV.
If you haven't watched that, by the way, go and check out All or Nothing podcast with Billy Moore featuring the one and only
Just me on my own
Laurie Callow.
without Paul.
A full life story, and it is.
It's not a full life story.
Well, you know,
Fucking
but it's
hell,
like
there's
you get a lot like insight into your background, don't you?
Yeah.
And
Should have had like a little violin person in the background.
nah, but I think it's nice because I went on and he done the same with me. I went on. It's nice though because we like to have a laugh and that, don't we?
Yeah, it was weird.
And we're very open, but
yeah.
like you get a lot. You'll get stuff that you won't have heard on this podcast, which is good, isn't it?
Yeah, like I am pretty much throughout my life I've been a bit of a joker. Like I am a bit like I will make a bit of I'm more comfortable like being quite jokey and light-hearted about things. So it was probably like the longest period of time where I've actually spoke about serious. I did still make little light-hearted jokes here and there out of it, but like, yeah, it was just weird doing a podcast because I'm so used to being on here and being all like taking a piss and that. So it was weird doing a podcast where I was talking about, you know, quite like deep stuff. If you think about it, not a lot of people have that opportunity to actually delve deep into things and actually go, oh yeah, like, I've done that and I did this and fucking I was in a shit place there. Like, honestly, until obviously doing this, I hadn't really delved into those areas or had to. Well, I didn't have to, but yeah.
No, you get invited to.
It's not often like people want to get listened to.
You feel like it's a bit self-indulgent sometimes. Like, but it's not.
Yeah. Or like people were messaging me going, oh, so inspirational, like here. And I was like, and I said to you, I was saying about how many messages I've had about it. And I was just like, you kind of think, are they taking the piss? Because like it's weird because do you know what I mean? It's like a mad. You don't. People have this like perception that it's like so inspirational, but I just don't think of it like that. So it's nice. Like it's nice.
Yeah.
For people to think that, but it's
well,
weird.
There'll be a lot of people in the position that you were in a long time ago who think. I mean, I've never been in that position, but I've been in some bad positions, and when you're in those positions, you feel like you're never going to get out of it.
Yeah, and then when you do get out of it, you don't notice the transitioning because it's so gradual.
Yeah, I was saying this to you about having kids the other day. It's like when you see that, when you watch like a biopic, and like these things happen in people's lives because they got to make a film out of it. It's like they make big like life moments and then everything's different after. And it's never that way. Like you have a kid and you think your life's going to be completely different, and it is, but it's not. Like day to day, like you have your kid and you bring it home and then you put the kid in the corner and go and make a brew like you made the brew the day before, and then you make your tea, and most of the day is exactly the same. There's just a little baby in the corner, and then every day that baby just takes a little bit more of your time and your soul.
Yeah.
But it's all I think that about loads of stuff, you know. I always think that when I watch these films, I'm like, that never happened like that.
No.
Like there's always like a little moment, and you've got to make it. It
almost ruins like how you expect your life to go. So you don't. That's why so many people don't know how good they are or how far they've come, or they don't like, you know, see themselves for what they've achieved and stuff like that, because everything is just condensed down into a shorter film where it's like a beginning, middle, and end. So you can just, but it's not like that, is it?
Nah.
Like, and the thing is, it's weird because that was like that was so far back. Like loads of things have happened in between that. Do you know what I mean? In between there, which has led to where I am now. But obviously, it'd take all fucking day. Or it'd take longer than a day for me to talk about everything in my life, full life story. That would be too long.
Chapter 1. Do an audiobook. Maybe you should write an autobiography.
What with my brummy fucking... Imagine me doing the bloody audio.
Once upon a time, there was a girl in Sutton Coldfield.
Basically, right, do you know what I mean? Yeah, like...
There's so many likes in that book.
I know. I fucking feel it.
Word count 90,000. Like count 85,000. Like me with sound or la.
Yeah.
Oh, boss.
Yeah, it's like if you'd done one, there'd be a lot of mates in there, wouldn't there?
There'd be a lot of
mate.
Yeah.
But then I've took on that.
I've took on yours as well.
What have you took on of mine?
I say yam.
No, but that's not a day-to-day.
I say yamming all the time.
It's not a day-to-day thing. Come on. It's not a day-to-day. Like, I say mate all the time now.
You say boss as well.
I say boss, but not as much as mate.
No.
Mickey Easton says, big fan of Have a Word. Came to the Apollo for the tour show and really want to come hot water. But yeah, first time watching you guys together, Paul, mate. I want a t-shirt, pal. You got a shop, mate? I
have got a shop, JKR Drip, at JKR Drip on Instagram. All the links are there. Or jkrdrip.co.uk. Go and get a t-shirt. There's 2 designs on there so far that I've made, and then like me tour shows designs. I'll be honest with you, most of the t-shirts I ordered to sell, I have taken myself and keep throwing off the stage.
He throws them at the audience like he's a fucking rock star.
Well,
Takes his top off, flexes his fucking nipples, and then throws it at the girls. And they all fight over it.
it's not always at the girls.
And they're really.
I can't see him throwing her.
No, I know, but I'm saying like.
Do you know what? I've had a couple of messages.
Have you?
A few lads have got them.
No, I know.
And
Yeah.
what they get is a very sweaty top in the face.
Yeah. You're not a smelly sweater though, are you?
No, I'm a clean person.
You're a clean. You're a fragrant, nicely fragrant
I am.
sweater.
I've always thought that about myself.
Yeah, you don't
I always
smell.
prided myself on
You're not a smelly person.
that. No.
Your bum smells, but that's different. But everyone's bum smells, don't they?
Yours does.
Your bum smells when you left the poo in the toilet. This
Oh my god.
morning.
Once I've done
I
it.
was fucking more. I mean, I'm not one to judge you, but I will say, right? Like, I know that, you know, we talk about
I just
poo.
forgot.
We share poo stories. Yeah. It's part of a
Didn't do it
very
on purpose,
healthy
though.
relationship. But what I don't expect to see is a foot long in the
It wasn't a
toilet.
foot long.
Oh my God. I wish I'd have took a picture of it, but I thought that would be weird.
Are you proud of me?
No, because you didn't
So
flush
big.
it.
It was so big.
I had to flush your poo.
So big and strong.
I had to flush your poo and I had to hold the flush down for at least a minute for it to get down.
I'd flush
I
your
felt like
poo.
going, Jack, come back, Jack, come back. I swear to God. It was so
Fuck
long.
off.
It was so long. It went round the U-bend. It's disgusting. We're disgusting, aren't we? Sorry, but I had to share it.
Oh, I apologised. It's just one of them. Hey, lads.
You went,
everyone's been in that
sorry.
situation. No, because she started screaming, "You haven't flushed the toilet!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" But then,
How can you not stand up and notice the massive fucking shit that you've just left with, and there's no noise? Didn't you think there's something not right about this? Oh yeah, I can't hear the flush.
I must have been distracted by something.
What?
I don't know.
Having a wank.
No, I had a wank. And I had a nap.
A Brummie and a Scouser walk into a bar.
And everyone has a great time.
Yeah. What was both of your first tattoos? Oh, do you know
Mine
what?
was
That's
that.
weird because I was talking about that tonight.
That joke there.
I was talking about this tonight to Danny O'Brien.
Mm.
So he was telling me that he had a tramp stamp, which, if you don't know, is on the bottom of your back. It's where all everyone, it's called a tramp stamp, innit? And I've got my very own tramp stamp. Do you want to see it? It's supposed to be a rose. Yeah.
It's a bush now.
No, I wish it was a bush. I need to get up and show people. I want to show everyone my sweaty arse now. Hang on, right there. I've got a hungry bum. Hesky.
Come
That
Esky.
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
You all see that, guys?
It looks like a red cabbage now.
It does look like a cabbage.
It's a red cabbage. It's a red cabbage.
It's a bad rose, that.
Do you know what as well?
I mean,
right?
I've seen it before.
He fucking
I
done
look
it.
at quite a bit.
He done it so. He done it so hard. I had that when I was 17, right? Now, my dad took me. I had one with me, my first tattoo with my dad. And
Fuck's sake,
he
Ronnie.
took it. I had white jeans on as well. It's fucking schoolboy era, innit?
Mm.
And he took me, Dad did, and this guy in Torquay did it when I was visiting Dad. And he'd done it, right, so hard that it's basically a 3D tattoo, but not the kind of 3D
Oh, yeah. It's got that
illusion-wise.
bumpy
It's
stuff.
fucking risen like a keloid scar. And if you don't know what a keloid scar is, it's a risen scar. It's overhealed scar. Yeah? So now you can literally
Not
feel...
like Callow.
You could, like, if you was blind, if anyone was blind and they wanted to know what tattoo I had, they'd feel it and they'd go, oh, yeah, it's a red cabbage. They'd know. So, that's my first tattoo. I've also got
That's
two
better.
other shit tattoos. Well, one of them is shit, but it means something. But he literally free-handed butterflies on me. I don't know why. What the fuck was I thinking? Having these fucking idiots tattoo me.
God,
And one of them, my last one that I had, which was fucking years ago, is mine and me old best mate's name put together, tattooed on me. So my old best mate, there. Don't tell me you don't know.
I just thought that said lovely.
No,
I've always just thought that said lovely.
it says Lorelli.
Lorelli. What? What the fuck? Why?
Because my old best mate was called Kelly. And we thought it would be good to have our names put together. And she's got the same one. I want to get this cunt covered. Because she's not my mate anymore.
Oh my God.
No.
I've always just thought that said lovely. You would just assume that said lovely.
Yeah, it looks like lovely. But it's not. It's Lorelli. And we was going to have Lorelli forever.
Well, that would have been
Thank
a mistake.
fuck for that.
Lorelli temporarily.
Fucking hell. Yeah. So, and then the other one that I've got is 3 butterflies, but I mean, they mean something because they represent the kids, but they're not very good butterflies.
No, get better ones.
They look like
Get yourself down.
moths on crack.
Moths on crack.
Yeah.
Like fucking Marmaduke.
Nah, Marmaduke was a beautiful moth. It was scary.
Marmaduke would have took your whole fucking back up.
He would have, you know.
Wonder where Marmaduke is now.
Ah, he's dead. Dead. Yeah. He's going to be dead, innit? How long do moths live for?
Can't be that long, can it?
It's not long, is it? It's the same as butterflies, isn't it?
I don't know.
Like a sounding dead ghetto then.
I need to yawn.
I know, but all you've done is fucking yawn.
The second time I've yawned. I'll rewind this podcast and make you look
I know,
fucking
but
stupid
it's
in a minute.
very off-putting. Did you just Now, this is getting very comfortable now.
You enjoy my farts.
I don't because...
You do enjoy my farts.
I
Don't act in front of the people like you don't enjoy my farts. You laugh at my farts all the time.
Right, so I don't fart very often, but like...
You laugh at my farts all the time.
I
you're
farted
childish,
this morning, didn't I? No, was it... What day are we on?
Yeah, it was
No,
this morning.
yesterday. No, this morning.
morning.
Fucking, I've lost track of days. And he was asleep, and he laughed half asleep. And I was like, did you hear that? He went. It's good to fart though, isn't it? I mean, I won't rip one out on no, but on purpose I won't.
You do sometimes.
Like if I need to, then I will. But like, it's never like loud like yours. Like yours are like really aggressive.
I'm a man.
Are you?
I'm a man. Do you mean, are you?
Oh, Dad's in. I think because someone said Ronnie.
No, I think that's because you were talking about him.
Oh really?
Because you were talking about.
Oh, he took me
tattoo.
for a tattoo. Rudy's in. Hi, Rudy.
Rudy asked how the exhibition was today.
We went to John Charles's.
We went to John Charles's exhibition. The man who did this beautiful work of art behind us.
Yeah.
And
look at that camera.
You can't see that one over there, but yeah, he's done loads. And my Joker, that's in my kitchen. If you go on my Instagram, you can see him, artist John Charles. He had his exhibition today, and it was dead nice, wasn't it?
It was lovely.
He did dead well.
He did.
And he was dead like emotional because loads of people came to see his work, and it was nice.
Yeah,
Felt
good
dead proud of him.
turnout,
Yeah, he had a dead good turnout. Yeah.
It's just mad, like, because obviously I only see. I've been friends with John Charles on Instagram and that. I mean, I know I've met him before, but like, it's mad seeing his paintings all in that sort of, you know, like a professional setting.
I know they look so much.
It's just.
They look incredible anyway. But it's mad seeing them all together as
yeah.
Like you would. It looks like you're in a proper
Quite
museum.
moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, to see them all out like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was dead proud of him.
Well done, John. Yeah, and we did have the one who does all the boss hats Be boss, be kind. Hoodies and hats as well.
Does all that. Yeah, should check his work out.
That laughing at you taking on that massive moth the other day, Maloko said. Oi, gingerbread man. That's new. Hi, Jack.
The show was great at Billingham. Thank you very much. Love that gaff, you know.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
What did he spoke about it? But I mean, I just got to say it again. Love it. And did an incredible show at Landudno last night for the first time. First time I've done a show in Landudno, and it was amazing, wasn't it? Such a beautiful crowd, like 1,500 people. We had a little moment after it, didn't we?
Oh,
and Rudy captured it.
Rudy captured it. Captured it.
Lovely.
When are you coming to Dublin?
1st and 2nd of February. I think we're going to film. I always go to say the DVD, but it's not going to be a DVD.
The DVD?
It's not going to be a DVD, but we're going to film the show properly in Dublin and release it.
Yeah.
For your viewing pleasure.
The Olympia, but they haven't opened anywhere yet, though, have they?
It's opening at the end of October.
Danny was telling us, weren't they?
Yeah, apparently Ireland's in a bad way.
Well, I don't know why, though.
Yeah.
Because he was saying that everyone's been vaccinated, like 90% of them have been vaccinated.
Country,
So I don't know why. Stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
But Dublin, the Olympia, oh, it's so nice. Love it.
I've had some good nights in Dublin.
Have you?
Dublin's the only place I've ever been where I've been recognised by a homeless man.
Really?
I thought he was going to mug me, and that's terrible, isn't it?
Oh, that's awful, yeah.
But he looked like he was going to mug me.
He looked like what?
Because he was homeless, and he came up, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I watch you all the time.
He was like,
on my phone. On my phone.
on my phone.
I was like, oh, thanks.
Got a smartphone, have you?
Yeah, full data plan on that.
Fucking
Unlimited
hell.
data.
Fucking hell. Bloody hell.
And I was telling you about the spice box, wasn't I? That they have.
That sounds like something that,
Yeah.
like, down Torquay Town they'd have.
Oh, it was amazing. It's
Spice.
amazing.
At the top of town.
Yeah.
They like a spice box at the top of town.
It's fucking zombies everywhere.
Fucking love a spice, bit of spice uptown. Terrible for that, you know. Is it bad anywhere else for spice? I've never known anywhere else.
What even is spice?
I don't fucking know. What is spice? But it makes them like mongs though, like mongi, like, do you know what I mean? Like really like.
Can't say that.
Sorry. Makes them very, very, very like zombies. It's terrible. It's bad. Yes, lad. This and Have a Word are the best podcast ever.
Oh, thanks, Adam. Nice one, mate. Appreciate that. Shout out, Have a Word, boys. Congratulations on the live show again. It's going to be released on, was it today?
I think
Yesterday?
it's been released
Yesterday?
already, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Gutted I couldn't make it down to that.
How do you say it?
How did you get the
Landudno.
part on Tin Star? Funny story.
How did you get the part on Tin Star?
Well, I was in the club one night. Apparently, the director and the producer of Tin Star are fans of mine. So when they were researching Liverpool for the third season, they came across me and they thought my videos were dead good. So originally, they wanted me to be me in Tin Star. And the original idea that they had was that I would be doing a comedy gig, which still happens very briefly, but it didn't quite happen. But I would be doing a comedy gig in a pub in Liverpool, and Tim Roth walks in and heckles me, and we have like a little heckle off, and I was like, fucking fantastic, absolutely. Well, I say that the kid came in, and I thought he was, because sometimes people try and get backstage saying, "Oh, I want Paul to be in my film," and like they're just some students, and it's like, I'm like, I don't want to be a knobhead, but I'm like, mate, I haven't got time to spend 2 days like walking around the pool filming your no budget film. And it happens quite a bit that. So my mate Steve, who was there tonight, said, I'll pretend to be an agent. He went out, chatted to him, and he come back in and he went, don't know who he is, but he said he's from Tinster. And I went, what the fuck's Tinster? And I went out. And then he went, hello, I'm James from Tin Star. And I watched Tin Star and I was like, shut the fuck up. And then he told me that. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But then I couldn't do the dates because I was away. It was when I just met you. And I was going to Mallorca. That's when I was supposed to film it.
Yeah.
Just after I met Loz. And then, so I was gutted. And they got someone else to do it. Another comedian from Liverpool, who we won't mention his name, but who didn't do very well.
Who is it?
I can't tell you.
Tell me.
No, can't tell you. No, it's bitchy.
I heard that.
He got cut out. Adam Staunton ended up in it very briefly, but it was in like a time lapse. And I was like, oh, bastard. But then a few weeks later, they rang me up saying, oh, we've got another part. It's improvised, so we think we'd be good for it. It's just an echo seller. And I was like, what do you mean? He went, oh, yeah, it's like an improvised. It's the opening scene, one of the opening scenes of the show. And you'll be selling the echo and Tim will come past and you'll just have a bit of improvised like dialogue. And I was like, boss. So I went down. 1,500 quid I got for that.
Did you?
1,500 quid.
What, for selling a
For a
paper?
couple of hours.
Selling a paper?
Yeah, right.
Fucking brilliant.
Get there, I had my own little trailer. Felt amazing, right? In Park Road, Tesco. That's where all like the trailers and that were. We had met Ian Hart. It was dead cool. And a few other people were dotting about. And then takes me down to Matthew Street, and it was loads of people there. It was just they hadn't closed the street off. It was just real people, and they'd hidden the cameras. And what I had to do is I met Tim Roth. He was sat in the back of he sat in his Merc. So when I said hello to him, and I was like, oh, like that, because it was Tim Roth. And he was like, the director was like, do you know what you're gonna say? He was like, no, we'll just improvise it. And I was like, perfect, yeah. So I goes over and they give me a little stand and they go, right, just start giving the echo out. And I was like, we don't give the echo out. Like, and there was all the background stuff, like the security and all that, were all Scousers, so they knew who I was. But like the director and that, obviously they knew who I was, but they didn't realise like people knew me as much as they did. So all the security staff, a couple of them were getting pictures with me and that, and then they were like, oh yeah, you backed me up, and they were like, you don't give the echo out. You have to sell the echo. So people, if anyone's been to Liverpool, echo sellers don't just stand there. They all shout echo repeatedly. So they go, echo! You don't get it as much anymore, but I remember it's just one of those things. It's a famous thing. Yeah. Echo! Come and get your final echo! And it's just, you just go over and over and over.
That?
No, that's just, it's so ingrained in everyone's head.
Oh, okay.
That everyone from Liverpool knows that.
Oh, okay.
It's just, there was just always like 3 or 4 echo sellers who were constantly in town, and they'd just shout that over and over and over again and just sell the echo. And there's a final echo, the football echo, there's just different echoes. So I started going, echo! Come on, ladies and gents, come and get your echo, and doing that, and they loved it, right? So they were like, that's brilliant. And I was so loud, people started looking over, and then they'd obviously recognise me going, the fuck's he doing that
Why
for?
is he selling the paper?
Some tourist came up and bought an echo from me, and it was on a Friday. I sold him Thursday's echo, and everyone was laughing. And I thought, I'm going to take the money off him. so there's like a shot of me selling the echo. And then, but Tim Roth started the start of Matthew Street, and he's coming down. And he's got like 3 like hidden security as well, but he's just in a baghouse and he's got like his shoulders up and that. He's not like, obviously Tim Roth's a very recognisable man, but like the way he was dressed and that, he didn't stand out. And I'm shouting echo, do you know what I mean? So people kept stopping and going, oh, and I find it really hard to be to go, no, we're filming or whatever, because they couldn't see anything. So I was just like, oh yeah, I didn't know what to do, because people were like, oh my God, Paul Smith, and just putting their arm around me and getting pictures and that. So they kept having to reset him, Rob, right? And he was getting, I couldn't see him, but I was like, this can't be good, this. And then it was just, eventually, it took him about 5-6 times because people kept stopping me. And he eventually made it to me, and I was like, here we go, this is going to be it. This is going to be incredible. We're going to have this big improvised scene. I wonder what he's going to say. And as he walked towards me, he went, hello, mate. You look like the kind of guy who could do with some news or something, shit like that, right? And he just went, keep it down, mate, and just carried on walking past me. And I was like, oh. And I was fucking gutted, right? And then he went, that's it. That's a cut, everyone. Thank you. And I was like, oh, is that it? Yeah. And the director was like, yeah. That was great, that, mate. And I was like, oh, do you have to do it again? And he went, no, that's perfect, that. And I was like, oh, can I have a picture with Tim? And he went, no.
Fucking
I was like, oh, okay. And then he took me back to the trailer and that, and I was joking for months after it, going, Tim Roth hates me. Roth hates me. And I told me mate Nick Page,
thought he was a relevant person.
What do you mean?
Irrelevant person.
thought I was an irrelevant person.
Just like not asked.
No, but I don't
Because you
even
got
know.
more attention than
I don't know if it was that. I just fucking thought it was just funnier for me to say Tim Roth hates me. I was saying it on stage a little bit, and Nick Page heard me. Now Nick Page lives next door somehow to Liz Haley. He's mates with her. So I've told Nick this, and then a few months later he's gone round to Liz Haley's for tea, told Liz Haley the story, and she's found it dead funny, and phoned Tim Roth and started giving him a load of shit about it. So now Tim Roth definitely hates me.
Definitely does. He's probably like, who? I don't know who this scumbag is.
I know. So I'm really that's my acting career over.
I don't think so.
I enjoyed it though.
I think you're very good at acting.
I'll be
I think you come across well on TV.
Thank you.
I think you should do more of it, but you need an agent for that, Paul. You won't have an agent.
I haven't got the time. It takes
can
too much
make the
time
time.
acting. I've got the kids in there. Maybe when I'm a bit older. And we've got our own shit going
I
on.
mean, you're 40. Nearly.
Loads of people start, like Ricky Tomlin didn't
Well-
start acting until he was in his 40s, and he done all right, didn't he?
We're gonna
I'm
we've
doing all right.
been talking about like what we're gonna do in our new shows, audience shows, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we've. I
We've
mean,
got some
I know we have actually mentioned about us doing this, but we are actually going to make it a feature. Is Paul
versus Laurie.
And we're going to get experts in the field of
Oh,
whatever
that's
we're
what
going to.
I need to mark them down.
Oh, was you doing a little sound effect?
Tried to, didn't work. Done a laugh instead of a
Wow,
cheer.
wow, wow. There you go.
I didn't want that. I wanted the cheer.
No, but I was saying because you got it wrong. Doing it to that.
All right, okay.
Yeah, we were saying, and yeah, we've decided to get experts in whatever subject that we're gonna compete against each other with, and they've got to like sort of mentor us, haven't they?
Yeah, and then we compete
And then we
to
compete.
the death.
So we're gonna get it filmed. So that can be our little bit of. Mind you, I suppose that's not acting really.
And then
is
at the
it?
end of like the year, whoever's winning,
Yeah.
whoever loses has to do a horrible forfeit.
Okay. What, like the one that we're currently on? Looking good for me, innit, Paul?
I don't want to get back into this again because we keep fighting over it, and you're a
No,
cheater.
you keep getting pissed off about. I
'Cause
don't
you're a cheater?
understand how I'm cheating. I don't want to argue on it.
Right, we did the maths on it,
No,
right?
we've spoke about
See,
this
and
last
this
week.
is another thing. You won't let me explain why you're a cheater because it makes
Go
you look
on
like
then.
a cheater,
You
and it's very obvious that
explain
you're a
why
cheater,
I'm
which
not a
means
cheater.
kind of shows that you're a
Go on
cheater.
then. Go
We
on
did
then.
the maths, and I was looking bang on that I was going to win, but very close, but by about
Go
2
on.
weeks, right?
Yeah.
So what does Loz do? She engineers a situation
Did I though?
where we have to miss a week.
I didn't.
When I look back on it,
I think
there's a lot of you in there.
I think you need to
A lot of you.
How did I miss an engineer that we miss a week?
You gave me a lot of drugs.
Are you for real?
No, but
You actually? Did you actually just say that? I can't. You've really stooped low. You really have.
I think you
dead
stooped low.
low. You stooped
drugged
so
me to win.
low. Really bad. You're honestly, I don't even know what to say to that. I honestly don't even know what to say to that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting that you're stooping that low. Do you know, I've seen a different side to you, you know. It's not attractive.
Okay.
It's bad that you've just stooped that low.
I mean,
It's not looking good for Paul, put it that way.
not now,
And
because-
as you can see, I haven't engineered anything. You was in Exeter.
I think
Yeah,
you've seen
that
that you were
week,
going to
the
get your
week-
head shaved and you've gone dirty on me.
How can I engineer people in the world?
Because Bayer's not putting an episode on me.
No,
It
Paul,
slowed
do you
the
know what? It's
momentum
to
down.
do with the clips. You're not putting the clips on as frequent. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's to do with.
Man,
I'm just
who's
saying.
in charge of the clips now?
Well, I don't make them and put them on.
There's about 90 clips that you can
Yeah,
be
and
putting
I've
on.
been putting them on every day.
I don't make them and put them on.
Huh?
I haven't got the time to make them anymore.
Anyway, so you always make this really dark. Why can't you just be light-hearted with it?
I am
You
being
always
light-hearted.
make it so. It makes it so dark. He's just like he switches his face because dead like angry. You just can't have a laugh about it. You have to get really serious about it.
I don't want to jump out of a
All
plane.
I'm saying is that Paul might have to jump out of a plane.
I don't want to jump out of a plane. No,
And it's not
I'm
because
scared.
of any cheating, because I can't engineer what
I can't
people
jump
do.
out of a plane. I can't do it.
You're gonna have to. You
can't
can't
do
do it. You can't do that. You can't do that, Paul. You can't. You're gonna have to, and you'll love it. You'll love it.
I won't love it. How
I'll
will
do
I
it.
love it? I can't even stand next to a fucking like balcony.
I'll do it with you. I said I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
say
not asked. That's what this
I
doesn't
am. Of
matter.
course, I'm fucking arsed. Do you think I'm not arsed about jumping out of a fucking plane?
Not as asked. Not the same. No, not the same.
Just get over it.
I can't just get over it.
Look, you made a bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Mr. Cocky Pants.
I'll do it because
Mr.
I've
Cocky
made the
Pants.
bet.
You made a bet against
Would
the
I not want to
gypsy
do it?
and you're losing.
And there's this as well. You've gypsied it as well. You fucking pikey.
It makes me laugh that you actually believe it deep down in your soul. There's
I do believe it.
There's a
I
massive.
do believe it because it's just fucking. There's something wrong with you that you manipulated.
I'd call it a gift.
It's like rock paper scissors. You manipulated it, and I know you've done it.
I haven't
And you know
manipulated
what? I don't
it.
know how you've done it really, but I know you've done it.
How?
And you know you've
You-
done it, and I know you know
think
you've done
I've
it.
got that much power
Yeah, you have.
to manipulate
have.
the world?
You have.
Okay.
Not the whole
To
world.
stop people.
But
Do you
enough
know
of
what?
it.
It's harder to stop people make
No,
people.
I'm not
Hang on. It's harder for people to make people not subscribe than it is to make people subscribe.
No,
It's easy for you. Like, even though we said that's cheating, because if you like, it would be easy
And I
to.
haven't done it,
hang
have
on.
I?
It would be easier to influence people to do something rather than to not to do something. So that is stupid. What
Yeah,
you're
but
saying.
that's how much of a good guy I am that I haven't even done that.
Well, because you will have to jump out of a plane if you did that. So.
Why would I?
Because that was the if you cheat like that, then that means that you're basically you've lost because you're going to have to jump out of a plane. That's why do you think I'm coming to these shows? I'm making sure that you ain't saying fuck all on that stage. To be honest, do you know what? This is what I'm gonna give you a little insight now, right? You say that I fucked you or that I'm influencing it, but do you know what? And who's I say this to? I said it to Dad. I said, I don't feel like I want to tell you now because I feel like I'm going to give you a heads up here. But it's something that you're doing or that you're not doing or that you've stopped doing of why.
What?
And that's why it's slowed down, the subscribers have. And it's something that you've done yourself.
What have I done?
Just saying. Have a little think about that.
What have I done?
It's not actually anything that I've done. It's something that
You're going to say it's the clips again?
No. Well, maybe, yeah, that is a big part of it, but that's not what I'm on about.
What is it?
It's just very slight. It's a slight thing, and you probably don't think it's that relevant, but it actually is.
What is it
And
then?
I've noticed since you've stopped doing,
What is it then?
you've stopped emphasising it on your set, your show.
Emphasising what?
You don't emphasise it. Like you did, you it's very slight. You was emphasising the podcast and that, but you skim past it quite quickly. So yeah, just saying.
When on stage in the show?
Yeah,
I do say I tell you the name, isn't
I
it?
know, but for ages you weren't saying the name of it. You were just saying we've got a podcast now, and you were skimming past it dead quick. You only just started saying it. What the actual name of it? You was saying the name of it, and you was really a bit more in detail about it. Then you just skimmed past it, didn't say the name of the podcast, and now only the past couple of shows have you started saying it.
And that's
again.
because I've had to trim all the fat off the show, that's why.
Yeah, it's since then.
And it's not really important to the show, even though it's important to the podcast.
I know, yeah.
So that's one of them.
But
innit? The show is more important at that point while I'm on stage.
That's why I think I've noticed.
The flying handbag said, "You two, yay, my two faves. Hi, flying handbag. Have you had a good night?"
Can't see it. Blind man.
Ben Kirkbride comedy said, "Didn't know the Jeremy Kyle show came back, mate." I don't think we're Jeremy Kyle now, we.
Jeremy Kyle. What? Because we're arguing.
It wasn't even an argument.
I know. Yeah, look, right. If you don't know how we work, yeah, me and Paul don't argue. We
have
just
heated banter,
can't, yeah. and then
and then we laugh about it, and it's
and then yeah, it's all done in humour, isn't it?
very heated, aggressive humour
think he's-
sometimes.
No, it's not.
Sometimes.
That's a
Do
lie.
I think that's even healthy? No.
It's
That's
really
the, that's
not.
the, I mean,
It's
that's
not
the worst
aggressive.
it gets. Like, that's
That
aggressive.
is not the
tone.
right word.
That's an aggressive tone.
It's not. Oh, mate, you do not. You've never seen my aggressive
I
tone.
have seen your aggressive tone.
You haven't, mate.
I've seen your
Oh
aggressive
my
tone.
God, you haven't. No.
I've seen your aggressive
No,
tone with
you've
Saturn
seen
after the
like
week.
between 0 and 10. You've seen probably a 7. A 7. You ain't even seen 10. You ain't even seen 10 yet.
I didn't say I'd seen 10.
You won't ever see
aggressive.
10 aimed at you unless you shag someone, and then you'll see a 12, mate.
You're not shag at 12.
No. It's irrelevant what she looks like. She ain't going to look
If
like
she was a
fucking
12,
after.
though.
She ain't going to
If
look
she was
like
a 12.
She's going to look
Let's
like
just
a
have little-
minus
let's
2.
just have a little think about that for a second. If I shagged a 12 out
Yeah.
of 10,
Yeah.
if I had the opportunity
I
to
like
shag a
this.
12
She
out
would
of 10.
be a minus 2 after at the end of it.
Yeah, but still, if I had the opportunity to shag a 12 out of 10,
No.
12.
That would not be an achievement to me. I would not be proud of you for that. Can you imagine me going, oh, okay, yeah. You know
12's
what?
mad though, innit?
I'll let you have that one.
12's like, a 12's like,
I don't
can't
think
even
so.
What would the 12 even be? Think of someone who could be it, because you got to have
A fucking
absolutely-
unicorn, mate.
Yeah,
That's
a
what it would be.
unicorn.
Exactly. You ain't
I'd shag
shagging
a
a
unicorn.
unicorn. What with the horn?
No, that's be a shagger me.
That's
wouldn't
next level kink. That. Do you know there's actually unicorn like
Unicorn.
fetishes?
it? Unicorn.
Unicorn. I wonder if that's a thing. I bet you there is.
It's got to be unicorn.
Right there. Unicorn? Question mark.
Someone's made unicorn.
There's a book by Matt Shaw called
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Search videos.
From a distance, he looks like a majestic, magical
Nah, you
unicorn.
Googled it, you need to
But
porn
up
of
close, the truth is all too obvious. Pushed out to fend for himself, it's not long before the adult filmmaker stumbles across him and pulls him into the filmmaking business where he's sure he will make him a star. Unicorn.
I'll put it in porn up.
Yeah, okay.
Katie will know. Ask Katie.
Katie will know. Did we speak about this? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did.
Did we, or did I just tell you?
I hate even thinking
Oh,
about
I
it.
did.
It
Yeah.
disturbs me. And
Right.
it's weird that for porn because I'm very...
It was very disturbing, isn't it? Pornhub. Please wait, caller. Search Pornhub, right? Uni porn. This is very interesting. Well, we've got a woman that's dressed as a unicorn. She's got a tail.
Nah, let's just come out of her ass.
She's a woman with a dick on her head. Original.
That's quite funny though.
She's
If
stuck.
she's just walking around.
She's stuck. One of them
smashing.
stuck. You know, with the suckers. She's stuck a fucking dick to her head.
I'm watching that later.
Can I uni porn you? No.
I think you could, but I don't know how much suction. A bum's quite grippy, innit?
Yeah, that'd pull off that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing. What are we expecting to see here?
I don't know. I just wanted to see if it existed. And I feel like we've established that it does.
I feel like
Because I feel like one day, it's like, did you ever see that? Did you ever see the Dave Gorman show, Google Whack?
no.
Well, if you Google Whack something, it means you've Googled something that nobody else has Googled. It's increasingly more difficult to do. It's almost impossible. You Google something with like one search result, then that's mad. So there must be like some porn
Well,
that
I've just
hasn't
put
been major.
I've just put uni porn in, and it can also mean like one person on their own masturbating,
no.
like one person
No, I
doing
want
porn.
unicorn porn.
Unicorn. Oh, we should have put that in. Unicorn porn.
But like, at one point you're gonna find a porn genre that nobody else has made, and at that point it's your duty,
Didn't I think
regardless
of one?
of whether you're
Didn't
into
I
it or
think
not,
of
to
one?
make it.
I'm sure I've had a conversation where we was like, oh, I wonder if that's.
What?
I can't remember. It was ages ago. Can't remember. Sorry, it just popped in my head. I know we was like wondering whether something I said was on Pornhub. I can't remember what
missed
it
an opportunity,
was. Oh, yeah.
And if we do ever come up with it, we're gonna have to make it.
Gonna have
And
to
it's not
do
even
it,
that I
aren't
want to
we?
be on Pornhub,
Should we
but
put it on Patreon?
OnlyFans, isn't it?
No, you can't do it on OnlyFans anymore.
No, they've said
Fuck off. I bet they have. Do you know how much money they would lose?
They backtracked.
Why make
flip-flop,
themselves look stupid though?
Flip-flopped.
Why make themselves?
All the people, all the creators went mad.
That's mine. Oh, yeah. You're pouring. Thanks. Yeah, because I was going to say, they'd just fucking go under.
Yeah.
No one uses fucking, what is it?
OnlyFans.
For anything else.
I'm going to sound like, oh, fucking mister, I'm a great boyfriend here, but I've never been on OnlyFans. And I would tell you if I had. But
I've got red
as
wine.
I understand it, it is predominantly
Porn. Wow.
yeah,
Girls and
speaking of women
blokes.
and fellas, yeah.
And couples. Sorry, I'm wiping my mouth because,
That's champagne.
yeah, Harvey Nichols, that's what I got from a client. Because we got any sponsors this week? Shit us. Very, not
Well,
bad
we have,
podcasters.
but the thing doesn't say enough because they sent us to the wrong place. So,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, Orange County CBD is constantly sponsoring the show.
And Brow and Co Studios.
And Brow and Co Studios. Use code JKR25 at orangecounty-cbd.co.uk for all your CBD needs.
Lovely that. Well done.
Do you know what? I want to talk about something about that, to be honest with you. And I've
Yeah.
been a bit like
Yeah.
weird when it's but I feel like this is a better platform to talk about it.
Yeah,
than
because we
Instagram.
can say what the fuck we like.
No, but I just feel like I can explain myself a bit more, right?
Mm.
My little lad George is 8 and he is autistic, non-verbal. It's quite severe. Beautiful kid, absolutely amazing soul. Being of a light, I think he is. He's such a pure kid. But obviously he has sensory problems and he has some difficulties and he gets worked up and wound up sometimes. And I'd read that CBD can help. So I got him some CBD gummies.
Yeah, from Orange County.
Yeah, at first his mum wasn't really agreeing with it, and I thought, well, he eats sweets anyway, so I was like, just try them.
Can't hurt
and
him.
it kind of calmed him down a little bit, but the dosage in the gummies is so small that I thought, I'm just going to try one little half dropper of apple oil, 1,000 milligrams, so 500 milligrams of CBD
Yeah.
in a fruit shoot, and gave him the fruit shoot.
Yeah.
And he went to school, and I picked him up from school, and they were like, he's been amazing today. He's been amazing. Like, he's been so calm. All the stimming had got, like, leveled off.
What stimming explains?
It's like self-stimulation. So when he gets overworked up, he'll have a little behaviours. Like, you've seen him he gets dead stiff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And, like, he
flaps.
flaps his fingers and flaps his hands, and he does this in front of his eyes, and he pulls his eyes down.
Yeah.
And it gets all sore.
Yeah.
Pulling his eyes down.
He goes like that, doesn't he?
So since then, I've been giving him this CBD from Orange County, and it done me head in last week because I put a post on for them, and people were like, "Oh, you're a sellout," and I do push Orange County quite a bit, and obviously we do have a promo code, and I do make a little bit of money off it, but it's not that much. It's not I could do without it.
Yeah,
but I just love that business because
you support them, don't you? Because it's like it's such a good product. It's such a good product.
And I've been
brand.
saying that to them, and since I said that to them, they go out of the way to give me stuff for George and like make sure I'm looked after, make sure I don't run out for him. And it's been, I've been wanting to say it on Instagram for so long, but I just
you was
know.
worried about it, weren't
I
you?
get so much shit.
Yeah, but
off
I
and
said, fuck it, man. I said, fuck it. Like, because at the end of the day, right, it's like, it's not, you're not fucking giving your kids fucking drugs.
But this is the thing, I only know from the post that I put on, the amount of idiots who comment on it, oh, you'll be stoned later, or
yeah, but
like,
you know what?
oh, you should just have the THC, or blah, 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 blah. But the thing about the CBD is, everyone does have an opinion, and I've done my own research on it, and there's some things that suggest that THC helps it, and there's some things that suggest it's fine without it. None of it's conclusive. I use CBD pretty much every day, and when I don't have it, I feel, for me, it's just for inflammation. It's just for soreness from the gym and stuff like that. It just helps me, and like stiff joints and stuff like that. I'm getting older. It just alleviates that a little bit.
And no one really know. Look, the thing is, who is anyone to make a judgment when they don't fucking know?
It might be, you know what, if I gave him with THC in it might be good, but I wouldn't do it because he can't. I shouldn't give him a psychoactive.
No.
When he can't make that decision.
No.
That's not for me to decide.
That's not for you to decide. Yeah.
But CBD is not psychoactive at all.
No, it's not.
So it's not going to affect his perception of the world, or it's not going to make him feel like, it's not going to get him stoned. Basically, do you know what I mean? He's not going to feel it in that way. It's just gonna help
Yeah.
him, like, like.
Well, the thing is, you got to do what's
Certain
you got
behaviours and
to
stuff.
you got to go on what's best for you and your children and your child. And if people have got a fucking problem with it, then do you know what? That's their problem. Like, and people, and not everyone's going to agree, but that's up to them, innit? That's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if someone doesn't agree. If it works for George and it works for you, then that's fine. That's all that matters. Fuck everyone else. And
Oh,
I
I'm not
ain't
going to
asked.
stop doing it, and I will discuss
No, I'm
it
not
with
saying
anyone.
stop. I'm
But
saying
sometimes
don't.
I just
I
feel
said
like,
to you, didn't
what's
I?
the point in putting this on Instagram and dealing with the fucking
Because
idiots?
you know why you should put it on Instagram? Because you was worried that people were going to think that you was using your son to fucking sell, when we, like you said, we're not fucking arsed. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that. Isn't we're not fucking Instagram fucking, what do you call them? Influencers.
Yeah, it's not
do you
like
know
we
what I
don't
mean?
make our
That's
own
not
money.
our job. That's
Yeah.
not your job, is it? You're not an Instagram influencer. Like, you believe in that product, and it's, you know, and it comes. It's got a special place in your heart because it helps George. Do you know what I mean?
And also the two lads who run it, without even like, they've never asked me for nothing, and they're from exactly the same council estate I'm from. And there's just two lads who, and they're just dead sound.
But what I was going to say was, I think it's important for you to put that on Instagram because you've got a big platform there, and you've discovered something that works for George, and there's going to be people with the same situation that would fucking love to hear like some kind of like light or something, you know, that's going to help them in the same situations. People with autistic kids.
The thing is, as
people
well,
with-
you've got to be dead careful about it though, because like it's a weird, like, I
No,
know
but
this from them. Like, they know what it does. Like, I know it helps anxiety and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't know, but I believe it does. But they can't say that
No.
because
No, but
they
you
can't make claims
no,
about
but
it.
you're not saying it scientifically. You're saying, for my
Here's what I think
this
has
is my
happened,
this is my personal experience.
Yeah.
This is my personal opinion. This is what works for us,
Yeah.
right? And you know, these are my opinions. They're not proven by scientists. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just talking about my personal experiences, and then let people make their own decisions on what they want to do. You're just sharing your experience, and that's okay to do that. That's like what, you know, when you watch these YouTube channels and like about certain, if you want to get into something or whatever, like people are just sharing their experience. They're not doctors, they're not scientists, blah, 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 but they're just sharing their opinion on it.
Yeah. And I like to be quite open about stuff like that. Like, I was on an Instagram live yesterday, and while I was waiting for you to come back, and someone said, you've done dead well. Have you got in the shape that you're in? And I said, well, I do exercise quite frequently, and on and off, I eat quite well.
Yeah.
But I'd say I've got to give a lot of it to testosterone. Like, I started taking testosterone probably about 2 years ago now. Not a massive dose.
No, just
Very
it's
small
very,
dose,
it's very
you've seen
small,
it.
isn't it? Yeah.
Like, and I don't fuck about with it. I have, from dead honest, I have tried once. I did. There was a point where I was like, all right, I'm going to go, this is working for me. I'm
Yeah.
going to go massive and take a couple of
I was
orals and do a bit of strength.
You know, yeah.
And it lasted a week, and it just
No.
doesn't agree with me at all. It's just not worth
Do
it.
you know
It's
what he
bad
said to
for
me?
your mental
He
health.
said to me this morning. He woke up because I woke him up all dead, like nice. I was like, "Oh, wakey," and he just turned over with a massive hard on. And he went, "Oh, I have missed my hard on, you know." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Well, before I started taking like
Yeah,
a
they'd
little
gone
bit
away.
of testosterone, your morning boner went away."
Yeah, it
Didn't it?
just went away. And I didn't even, it's not seem something you kind of, I didn't realise until it come back, and I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, it's weird because, yeah, I mean, I'm in a lot better shape. Like, you carry a lot of, it helps you carry the muscle that you used to have. And it helps you recover better. You do have to train, but it's not even about that. It's about health, do you know what I mean? It's like,
Because
it
men
helps you
lose their
sleep, you
testosterone,
shouldn't-
don't they? The
you
older
shouldn't
they
be
get,
alive.
they lose their
But
testosterone.
like, I mean, again, but I said on this Instagram live, I said, I'm not a doctor. Like, do your own research like I did. And if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But don't ever think that testosterone is bad just because someone told you it's bad, because your body makes it, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
same
yeah.
way, don't think CBD is bad. It's not, it's just a plant.
It's plant.
Do you know what I mean? In the same way, like people have caffeine and shit like that all the time.
I don't think heroin's bad. It's just a plant.
Well, heroin. Do you know what though? Weird. Like, there's a dead interesting guy on Joe Rogan. I can't remember the guy's name now.
Please
but,
don't say heroin's good.
No, but nothing's bad.
Yeah, it's just the way it's taken or how it's done.
Just overusing it is bad, and some things you're more likely to overuse.
Yeah, the opium plant is actually very like it's
there's a lot of
for
good
a lot
for
of
that.
medicine.
Yeah, there is a lot of good from it. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot to be said for MDMA being used for like treating PTSD and
PTSD and
anxiety and depression.
Just
and weed is just fucking
it's just
incredible.
The amount that it's used or the
This
way
is the
that
worst
it's used.
shit, and we have this all the time.
And smoking.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I think alcohol is also there's positives to alcohol,
There
but
is.
like, and
It's
it's
just
nice and we all like it, and the wine's lovely, but it's the worst one of them all.
Yeah. My dog has just been diagnosed with bone marrow cancer.
Ah,
And I've been considering CBD. If I can get it down in
mate,
Raz.
they do loads of dog like
Do they?
people do dog CBD.
Do
Like
they?
dog specific
Oh, that's
CBD
nice to
chews
know,
and
isn't
stuff
it?
like that.
Ah. Get him some CBD chews,
Yeah,
Alex.
because I mean, you could go down the line. I mean, it's not technically legal, but you could go down the line of the RSO oil, but
They use
it's hard to get, and also like, do you really want to give your dog a psychoactive where you just don't? He won't know what the fuck's going on. It's not really fair, is it?
Well, he can't decide anyway.
No.
They're not. They can't even decide what food you give them. So, when really all they'd want is to chew your leg. They use ketamine medicinally medically in a lot of the world. Yeah,
That's the thing. It's just, and then people get it and go, all right, well, I'm just
This
gonna
is
have loads
good.
of it. That's the thing. It's not. That's honestly truly believe that it's never the drug that's bad. It's your situation that's bad.
yeah.
And if your
it's the way
situation's bad, you then use the good thing to more than you should,
Yeah.
other than dealing with the situation. And that's the
And half the
that's
time, we
negative.
probably don't know what it's good for.
Yeah.
We probably still haven't. I always say that I reckon there's a plant, like every disease in the world, I reckon there's some kind of cure. Like it's like an opposite of it that's in a plant or a way that a plant should be used.
Oh, like look at the Amazon. How many plants there are
I
there?
know, I do. I
No
reckon that
shamans
every
over there.
single illness, I reckon there's a cure for.
Yeah.
Somewhere, somehow, like.
Well,
in
I'm
some
going
way,
to get
shape
into
or
tinfoil hats
form.
on now, but like if you look at just weed alone, the
Yeah.
amount of things weed can be used for and
I
weed
know.
cures and the amount of like benefits it has.
Yeah.
And then, but you can't patent it. Anyone can grow it. If that's legal, you can't sell it to me because I can just grow it myself.
Yeah.
So if I know all the medicine I will ever need is in a plant that I can just grow in my garden,
I know.
then you can't
That's
make any
probably-
money off me.
That's probably why they don't fucking
Well,
legalise
it's
it.
absolutely why they don't legalise
Yeah.
it. Like, I remember reading that.
Terrible, isn't it?
Like,
Oh,
a
God,
lot
it
of-
makes
a lot
me
of the
fucking
reason weed was
scared.
legalized, criminalized in the States and stuff was because of the hemp. Like, it was just, hemp was cheaper. You could make paper out of it and it was cheaper than cutting trees down. And all the like actual paper mills and stuff were like other people who owned all that kind of stuff put a stop to it.
Really?
Yeah, because it would put them out of business.
Oh, that's horrible. It makes me so like paranoid when I think of shit like that. I don't like it, you
It's
know.
always that.
I hate it. Start turning to
If
some
you've
mad
already got a massive business and then someone else can just come in and do it
Grow
well
and-
cheaper for something you can't control.
Yeah.
Again.
It's all the conspiracies. I don't like it. Don't trust the world. Do you know what I said to you? Sometimes I feel claustrophobic on this planet. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, you said this to me, didn't you?
I feel claustrophobic on this planet. Now, why is that? That is a mad thing to say, isn't it? But I honestly do. I feel trapped. I feel like I'm not from here. Though I said this before, haven't I? I don't feel like I'm from this planet. I feel like I'm from somewhere else.
Maybe no one's from here.
No, we're not. But I'm aware of it. That's the difference. Not many people. Well, I don't know anyone. Well, actually, there's a couple of people on Instagram that reckon they're not from here as well. But I know that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? And I'm saying it and it sounds stupid. But I feel claustrophobic on this planet. Don't know. Don't like it. I feel like running away from the world and I don't know where to run. 'Cause the only way is up. Or down, but that's a lot of hard work.
Alex Tomlinson said, I've heard that once your body gets used to TRT, it ruins the natural production of testosterone, so you can't ever come off it. That's true to an extent, but what actually happens is that once you start taking TRT regularly, your body does stop producing it. But you can cycle off the things you can take that will cycle you off and kickstart your body into producing it again. But the thing is, when you do start producing it again, you will just start producing the diminished level of testosterone you had before you started taking it. And you'll probably lose a lot of the muscle gains that you've made and things like that. Now, that's not necessarily the end of the world, but you will just feel bad like you did in the first place. Yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, there's women on HRT and will be on HRT for the rest of life, and that's seen as acceptable because of the menopause. But like, and it's becoming a lot more prevalent in the States that it's just the lines that they draw, because what these doctors do, or if you go to the NHS now and you say, "Oh, test me testosterone," unless you've got hypergonadism, which is a ridiculously low level, they will not prescribe TRT. But you're not really looking to say, I don't want a low level of TRT. You say, don't want a low level of testosterone. What you want to feel ideal is you want an optimal level of testosterone. And an optimal level of testosterone can only really, in my opinion, be got at the, if you're 23 now, don't do it. No. Do you know what I mean? But like, there are people that abuse it. There are people who abuse it, that's the problem. But I'm nearly 40. Like, I'm never going to, my body's not going to produce an optimal level of testosterone for my body. So if I want to live to 80, 90, 100 maybe, do you know what I mean? Ideally, hopefully. It's just not going to happen because I shouldn't ever do that.
Do you reckon you're going to outlive me?
No.
I think I'm going to outlive you.
Yeah, I think you're going to outlive me by, I don't know why I think this, but I think you're going to outlive me by a fair while.
Really? Don't say that. That's sad.
I think a good 10 years.
I'd like to just be. I'd probably look the next day or something. No, I'd give you a few days of like.
You gotta be at my funeral.
I can't steal your thunder. Do you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be at my funeral.
Yeah.
I'm crying in it, all in black with a veil on it.
No, I wouldn't. I'd wear orange.
I'd love that.
I would. I'd wear orange.
I'd be dead now. I'd love that.
I would. I'd fucking head to toe in orange.
Start taking the piss out of me.
Would.
You fucking knobhead. I told
I'm
you.
going to be fucking a corpse stick. Sorry. I let that one slip, didn't I?
Call back there to the tour show. You haven't seen it? Come along.
I can't help it, I've seen it so many times. I literally find myself sitting at the side of the stage or in the audience and miming. Honestly, I do it, and people must be sitting next to me thinking.
She says miming. It's not exactly the same every time.
Yeah, but
similar.
No, but it's only the in between, like meaningless words that I don't. But I know I could. I swear, if you put a camera on me, I'm sat there and I'm going, and I'm miming what you're saying. So now, when you watch when you watch like someone's stand-up show, like on a DVD, and then you go, what happens is that you carry their jokes around with you, like for your whole life. Like I've said this before, Mickey Flanagan's, some of his jokes and some of the things he says, I've carried around with me for years. Lee Evans, even Lee Evans, 19.
I've got most of Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, like Lee Evans from his tour show in 1998 in fucking Edinburgh or Glasgow. I can't remember which one it was. One in Scotland, anyway. I remember his set like I could do it in my sleep still. I haven't watched it in so long. You haven't listened to me then?
No, you haven't heard for so long.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, honestly, and so it's like I feel like I've watched your DVD about 50 times. Yeah. It's mad.
I know. I just
and
nice
now it's got to the point. It's got to the point.
You bored of this shit?
No, but it's right. So I'm going.
I'm ruining it for people because
no, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not.
Natural.
No, but I've been.
I do need to elaborate.
It's like saying, sorry, you ruin it for people that they're thinking that EastEnders not real. Do you know what I mean?
No, what I would like to
say,
real. No, because the thing about me is that a lot of people think all my shows going to be crowd interaction. There
No,
is
there is
massive
crowd.
chunks of
There is crowd
in there.
interaction throughout the whole thing, but
Yeah, so like,
still there's
and
material.
I don't ever write nothing down, so it always comes out in a slightly
Yeah,
different way.
yeah. But
But it's just I do tell the same stories.
it's got to the point, right, where I've seen it that much. I'm miming your stuff and I'm correcting you on things you've like. If he's one word out of place on certain lines, right, I'll pick up on it and then I'll notice it and I'll tell him about it, and it does your head in, doesn't it?
Because you're wrong.
I can't wait. I can't even like tell people about it because I can't ruin it. But basically, there's a line. It's to do with me. It's to do with me. And there's a line that he says, and he changes one word in it, and it changes the whole dynamic of the line, the whole punchline. It changes the whole thing, and it doesn't make sense by him changing. And he's been
Come and
changing.
see the show and guess what?
See if
you can guess what
He's
it is.
been changing like just one small 2-letter word in it, and it changes the whole dynamic of the punchline. And he's not even realised he's doing it, and I have to keep pulling him up on it. And then he reckons he's doing it right every time, but he hasn't been. He hasn't been doing it right. He hasn't, because, and I'm going to prove you wrong, because you film every bit. So you're fucked.
Mr. Dan, I'm trying to read this. Mr. Dan Arse is still chucking a couple of quesadilla squares in at most buys, and I'm covering delivery on larger orders as well. Cheers. What the fuck does that mean?
Is he talking about?
Oh, is he trying to
Is he a
sell
drug
some shit?
dealer? I'm sure he's tried to come on here before and start selling drugs.
What's KSA lols?
Is he trying to sell drugs on our thing?
Is he? I'll buy some drugs.
I swear to God. No, you won't, Paul. I swear he's been on before. I've noticed him saying about what he does.
Fuck, man?
You got a menu?
That's heavy, though.
I swear, I'm sure he sells drugs in it on our feed all the time. He does, man.
Larger orders, though. How large you ordered? Like a key of cocaine or something?
Yeah, list and whatever, loads of recreational as always. He does. He's been on it before.
That's insane.
I swear to God, he's trying to fucking sell drugs. I swear he just waits for us to come alive to sell drugs.
That's fucking
Stop
great.
encouraging him.
That's so fucking funny.
Honestly, he comes on all the time, and I haven't said anything up until now. I thought I'm gonna ignore him.
Drug dealers are fucking blatant
They're
these
so
days.
blatant.
In my day, I used to have to go and stand in a fucking alley for about 25 minutes waiting for some kid who would turn up fucking scatty as fuck, and it would be so sketchy, right? And you'd both be like looking around. Yeah, that was just buying a weed. Now the kids are all on Instagram.
They've got their own
posting
Instagram.
pictures of the
I
drugs
know,
and
the
shit.
drugs and that.
Coming on YouTube, fucking saying they're fucking going to
On
cover
our
delivery. in
live
there.
feed though, trying to sell drugs.
Can you get Mandy then? That's so
Please don't.
Get on me though, then.
No. Stop it. My children watch this.
It's for what's
In Mickey's butt, you dropping off, la. Only drop offs.
oh, fucking Dan.
I'll meet him on the
corner.
corner. I'll meet you at Tesco's. Get at me, son. Don't worry. It would be a privilege to send you anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, lad. Yes, Dan. Mate,
Let's have a look at his profile.
get on me.
I bet he's got a picture of himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has his name there.
He has. How'd you look at him? Let's have a look at you, Mr. Dan R.
Can't look at
I
him.
feel like Mr. Dan R is my ex's name.
Oh, God, imagine.
Oh.
As if we're talking sick, this. Nah, you're all right, Dan. I love you, honest mate. I love you too at this point, because fucking that's the most blatant shit I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some blatant stuff in my life.
I mean, you've got to applaud it, haven't
Right,
you, really?
that's fucking great.
It's such good business selling skills, like to do. Come on here, and we're talking about freaking drugs, and he starts banging out the sales fucking spiel.
Fucking bandit. What can you get?
No, Paul. No, we can't.
I'm not
Stop.
gonna buy it.
gonna
I'm some people in the chat might want some stuff.
No, you can't.
Why not? The poor man
No.
needs to make a living.
Let's see, we're talking code. You're not from the street, so you don't
I'm
know.
from fucking more than the streets from you.
Well, I
Sutton
don't know what
Coldfield.
street you fucking lived on.
Mate,
because
I
you
had-
and Dad didn't try anything till
Mate,
you was
live-
fucking
you come from a
39.
You grew up in a fucking semi.
I didn't.
Mate, you're
I
from
grew
a
up in my nan's.
You're from a nice place.
I am
You're
from a
nice
nice
place.
part of Birmingham.
Start acting like you're ghetto.
But I am ghetto.
Mate, I'm from the worst gaff.
Do you know how many rough clubs I've been to?
Oh, that was a choice.
Do you know what?
I didn't choose to grow up in a fucking bin.
How come you never tried anything till you was 39 then?
Because I know
So
I'm a greedy person.
I might
I'm a
have
sensitive unit.
I might have lived in Sutton Coldfield, yeah, but I have
So
lived
what you
rough.
were? You're
I've
a
lived
middle
rough.
class kid who's
I've lived
rebelled.
rough, man.
You're a
I've
middle
lived
class
rough.
kid who's rebelled.
I was a single mum.
Yeah, that's your own fault, isn't it?
Right? Oh, jeez. You have lost some fans there.
What? I didn't
That's
fucking
your own
open your
fault.
legs, did I?
No.
Did you? Couldn't get condoms.
No, I was with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
so
I got a condom.
I didn't just
You
meet
understood-
someone in a...
Yeah, but you
I didn't-
understood how people got
You're
pregnant.
not coming across very well now. I think you need to shut your mouth. I was with someone
Yeah,
in a relationship. I didn't just go out into the club, bang someone and get pregnant and keep the baby. Did I?
yeah, but still.
Not my fault you went to prison.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that still doesn't mean you're from the streets, does it?
Oh, you have no clue where I've come from.
Okay.
No
Watch
clue.
Billy Moore's
No,
podcast.
you haven't. I didn't even touch on anything then. That was just scraping the
Yeah, but you're not
surface.
from the streets. You can't say I'm not from the streets
I
when
am.
you are, when I'm from a much rougher place than you.
Yeah, but
I'll
you
take
didn't
you
do
where I
anything
grew up.
rough. You didn't take drugs or anything. You didn't,
No, I just
you
smoked
didn't
loads of weed.
rebel. Yeah.
Literally just smoked weed every
He
single
was
day.
a graphics designer.
Yeah, when I was about 20.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I smoked. That's only because I
I was
smoked weed all
babbied-
through school.
Huh?
That's-
Yeah, well, you did, that's all you did though, and that's fucking good. That's best case scenario. That for where
Yeah,
you
no, I'm
lived.
dead happy about it.
I
I've
know,
done
yeah.
all right. My mum was good.
So you're not
That's because
really
I had a
from-
good mum.
You're not from the streets, then, are you?
I'm still
Either.
from the streets,
Yeah,
though.
but you didn't live the streets, did you?
I was
Nah.
on the streets all the
Can't
time.
believe we're having this conversation. Chin him, Laurie. That's what Stephen said.
She get knocked out.
Bet Paul is defo more ghetto than you.
I am, though.
Oh, God, man.
She's literally from
No
Sutton
idea.
Coldfield.
You
you know
have
what the mad thing is,
no
right?
idea.
I thought she was, and then I went and picked the cousin up who's from the same place as her.
Right.
I
All
swear
I'm
to
going
God,
to say
it's
is...
the nicest gaff I've
all
ever
I'm
seen in my life.
gonna say is go and watch Paul's show, and then we'll see who's more ghetto. Why are you asking me that? You're on camera. Think about a story that you tell about me.
I'm not saying you're not hard. You are hard. You're harder
Part
than
of being
me.
ghetto, isn't it?
No,
Yes, it is.
no, you didn't. You said I'm from the streets. You're not from the streets. I'm from the streets.
I'm
You're
from A Street. Laura, you acting gangster too, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Like
So
I'm going to post
So
that
what
on
we
here.
established is Mr. Dan R is going to sell us all some drugs.
Dan,
Where you based, Dan? Where do you deliver? What's your postcodes? Like Justy.
He's not going to say, is he? He just said.
No, but we need to know where he delivers because we've got a wide range of people on the chat. Is it
Dan Carter said, I can imagine Paul being a virgin when he
a
met
virgin?
Laurie.
A virgin. How could I be a virgin? I've got
it's
two
me.
kids, you fucking dickhead. You fucking fit to us. Oh God, never mind. Danny.
Thanks for sticking up for me though, Dan. I appreciate that. Love you.
I never owned the streets. I'm not pretending to have been a hard case or anything when I was younger because I was a fucking pussy. But
You still
I'm
are.
still from the streets. I am, but I'm still from the streets.
Everyone's from a street though. I can't.
Well, but some streets are nicer than others, aren't they?
I've lived in King's Standing, mate. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, but that
I've
was-
lived in Erdington. If anyone knows Erdington and King's Standing, shit, man.
But you didn't grow up
Even
there.
the dogs walk around in fives. It's that rough.
You live in Torquay now, and it's fucking
People got
seaside town.
people have black curly teeth in King's Standing. It's fucking horrible. Horrible, mate. Horrible. Favourite.
Dan R's my biggest fan, brother. Nice one.
You can't ditch Frankie like that. What does that mean? Who's Frankie?
Mr. Dan R says, get on my live comedy roast.
What?
No.
Where are you from, Dan? I'd like to know. Is he Liverpool? Do you reckon? What do you reckon?
Yeah, he's got to be a Scouser, Dan.
Do you reckon?
I reckon so.
I hope it's not my ex.
Nah.
Got the same name, same initial.
No, you can see him on his fucking bike there.
Yeah. Is he on a bike? Do you drop on your
Nah,
bike,
yeah,
Dan?
damn sure. He's from the fucking...
Do you drop on your bike?
From the pool, lad.
Old Swanee lad.
No, that's my loco saying that.
Wow. About as street as the cast of Glee.
He's talking about me, are you?
Sesame Street, you big bird.
You're a big bird.
Oh my God, he called fucking... What was we doing now? What did you say? Why did you call me big? He called me big.
Because you had me top on.
Oh yeah, I had his top on and he was like, oh, you're going to stretch it? And I was like, what do you mean I'm stretching it? He went, because you're big. Because he had this top that I took from the wardrobe because it looked tiny. I thought that defo will not fit Paul anymore. So I thought, I'll wear it.
It does, doesn't it?
So I put it on. He was like, get my top. I went, this ain't going to fit you. And he was like, no, get it off now. You'll stretch it. You're big. I was like, I've never let it go, have I?
No. Keep bringing it up.
Is that awful? Feel guilty, don't you?
No.
Can you imagine if I called you big, though? You'd cry.
It depends what you're doing. If
Fat.
you were sucking me off
fat.
and you called me big, you were like, oh, you're so big.
I wouldn't
You're
be
like,
saying that.
Miss, are you so big?
I wouldn't be saying that. I'd say if I was talking about your
You know,
body,
you've got beef now since I sent you away from the streets. You got like an attitude
No,
going on.
I'm more fuming that you called me big still from 2 weeks ago
What are you fuming at?
because you called me big. If I called Paul big, right? Oh my God, I reckon you'd cry. You know,
Do it in
You'd
sequel.
you would really upset. No, because you're already prepared for it. If I meant it though.
I'm big, that'll look big now. Put me out behind my
No,
bicep,
but like because of the
Push the
issues with
bicep
your
up.
weight when you used to be big.
I'm not big now. I know I'm not big.
Yeah, well, but if I called you big, you'd still feel bad, wouldn't you?
No.
Am I big?
No.
I feel like you just lied then.
What? Well, I couldn't get
I
out
can
of that.
tell
Like,
though
'cause I genuinely said no, and you were like, well,
If
I
anyone's
already
listening on Audible, Paul looked very ingenuous.
I didn't
there.
look, and it's disingenuous.
Disingenuous.
Ingenuous would be genuine.
Oh, really? Had too much wine.
And I did look ingenuous. Or
Because I am
genuous.
big.
What?
Because I am big.
No, I don't think you are big.
Why did you pause?
Let's have a think about it. I want to give you an honest answer. And I was like, do I think she's big?
Why did you nod when you said
Because I was agreeing with myself. I don't think you're big.
no? Okay.
Can't catch me, kid. Do you know why?
Excuse me, everybody. I've still got remnants of coughing syndrome,
She smoked.
not the COVID. Right.
So,
I think we're going to have to go because of the dog. It's late.
yeah. Oh, it's a shame. I was having a nice time.
Sorry, it was a bit of a late one, weren't it? And we've had a very busy day.
I've had a fun one, this one.
Oh God, sorry.
You all right?
You know when you start to cough and then it starts off a coughing
Yeah.
sort of.
And you know you need
and
to speak.
It's tickling. You
Yeah,
go.
and you-
The most ugliest face in the world. Like a bullfrog then. Right then.
Ah, right. We're going to go.
Hope you all have a lovely sleep.
Thank you again to Orange County CBD for sponsoring the show. Use code JKR25 for discount at Orange County CBD Orange County CBD.co Orange County CBD.co.uk. Is it that?
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Is that from Orange County?
Yeah, that's from Orange
I
County.
didn't know that.
So, and yeah, thank you to Brown Co Studios for all of your micro needling needs.
No.
microblade. I fucking hell, I have had too
God,
much,
man.
All your microblading needs.
Why do you fuck up like your partner's business? Why do you always do it? You do it on purpose, I think.
You know.
Fucking
I'm trying my
gets the
best.
name wrong and
I'm
everything.
pissed and I'm trying my best. And thank you all for watching. Genuinely, 69 people we had on at one point there at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's
So
mad
what?
that.
Again, we can't stress how much we
I wanted
appreciate
to talk
you
about
tuning
what we're doing, but I forgot about it and moved on. Our Paul versus Laurie, but we'll talk about that tomorrow because we are coming back on in the morning, aren't
in. Yeah,
we?
we were back on. Well, I mean,
Today.
that's wishful thinking, I think.
How is it?
Yeah.
Are we gonna? I'm not coming back next week.
I don't know. But I mean, I don't reckon we're going to get up and do another
We'll
podcast
see.
in like 5 hours, are we?
We'll see. If we do, we'll talk about the challenges that we've planned for Paul versus Laurie. They're going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
And also, thank you to Dan R for supplying the drugs for the show.
Thanks, Dan.
Everyone get on Dan R for your drugs.
I feel like he's going to come back every live now. And start posting
I hope he
pictures
does.
and that.
I hope he
Pictures of people's girl and that.
Get on me on Insta, lad.
This is what you could have won. And no, we're not having a promotional code for you, Dan. You can fuck off.
So yeah, thank you all, guys. We'll
Use
see
my
you
code
all
Mandy25
next week for more podcast action. Thank you to Laurie Callow for being a beautiful individual who is not big in any way, shape, or
Go
form.
watch Laurie on Billy Moore podcast.
And yeah,
Thanks,
if you do get a chance and you need more, you need more Laurie Callow fun. Well, maybe not so much fun, but like if you want to know more about Laurie's background, it is a fucking incredible podcast, and Billy's great. So go and check out All or Nothing podcast with their very special guest this week, Laurie Callow. I will see you all soon. Where am I this week?
You're in Nottingham.
Billingham again, Nottingham.
Billingham again.
Billingham again.
Billingham, Nottingham, and Leeds.
And Leeds as well. So there's not many tickets left. I think there's some left for Nottingham. So get on if you want to check any of the tour shows out at topwaterscomedy.co.uk. And that is about it. Until next time, love all you guys. Have a boss night.
Love you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Mince pie.
Wanna know what's the story? Paul and Laurie tell you what's been going on. How to get E. coli from licking bum. They'll cover conspiracies and aliens.